Thailand, officially known as the Kingdom of Thailand, is located in the Southeast Asia and shares border with Myanmar, Laos, Cambodia, and Malaysia. With a population of around 70 million in 2024, the country is culturally rich, influenced by Buddhism and various ethnic groups. Thailand is an affluent middle-income country and the second largest economy in Southeast Asia, with major industry in agriculture, manufacturing, and services. Its labor force exceeds 39 million, with most workers in the manufacturing and services. The country is constitutional monarchy and the King Rama X and is steadily progressing in democratic reforms despite past political challenges. Thailand's strengths include export-oriented manufacturing, tourism, and FDI. However, it faces challenges such as an aging population, income inequality, and global uncertainty. Still, its strategic location and diverse economy provide a strong foundation for sustainable growth. As of 2024, Thailand's labor force is about 39 million, spanning sectors like agriculture, manufacturing, and tourism. Domestic workers estimated at over 250,000 are mainly migrants from Myanmar, Cambodia, and Laos, and play a big role in the informal sector. Foreign workers are crucial in low-skilled jobs such as construction, fishing, and domestic work. About 3 to 4 million are legally registered, making up around 8 to 10% of the workforce. They have few labor shortage in jobs less favored by Thai nationals. While the Labor Protection Act ensures basic rights, domestic workers often receive limited coverage. All foreign workers must register and get work permits. Thailand has signed agreements to support legal migration and provide special benefits. However, despite anti-trafficking efforts, protecting undocumented workers remain a challenge. Thailand's workforce is mainly spread across 3 sectors: services, agriculture, and industry. As of 2023, the service sector leads, employing about 48% of workers, or around 20 million people. Agriculture comes next with 30%, and industry follow with 22%, employing around 9.2 million. Economic growth has helped shift labor from farming to industry and services, lowering unemployment. However, many still work in low-skilled jobs. Education and skill training are crucial, but Thailand still faces challenges like skill mismatch and job market gaps. Government policies like labor laws, education reforms, and support for tourism also influence how employment is spread across sectors and help shape future job opportunities.
Hi, my name is Cornelia Zarakia, and today I'm going to talk about the Thailand government manage and handle domestic worker and foreign worker through various agencies and departments. So let's start with the overall structure, where the main government body responsible is the Ministry of Labor, MOL. So this ministry oversees the regulation and protection of the worker in Thailand. So firstly, we have the Department of Employment. So this department manages employment policies and oversees the Office of Foreign Worker Administration or OFWA, which specializes in handling foreign workers. So next is the Department of Labor Protection Welfare, where operate under the Thailand Labor Protection Act, where this department ensure that the worker rights are protected and handle issues like working condition and enforcement. So within the Department of Labor Protection and Welfare, there are divisions such as Labor Inspection Division, which monitor workplace, the Complaint and Legal Advisory units, which help worker lodge complaint and seek legal advice. So another important agency is the Social Security Office, SSO, which manages social security benefit for workers, including health insurance and welfare program. So additionally, the Minister of Interior play a role in verifying migrants through the Department of Provincial Administration, DOPA, and the Immigration Bureau. Moving to the next slide is about the payment wages in Thailand. So firstly, the payment wages in Thailand are vary across different provinces. For instance, the highest wages in Thailand is cities in Chonburi, Rayong, Phuket, and Cha Choengseo, which almost 400 Thai baht per day. So the minimum wages in most area is around 337 baht per day, which it is important that the government set a minimum wage and worker in some provinces to earn more than this because of the economic growth in different cities. So compensation such as bonuses, incentive, allowance are given to support the worker too. So next is the employment of women in Thailand. So this is involve the both local and foreign worker female in Thailand, where it's characterized by specific legal protections, workplace support measure, and certain restriction, particularly concerning in the pregnancy woman. So regarding the local woman, Thailand female labor force participant rate at 58.9%, where the legal protection are in place to combat the discrimination, and mechanism exists for complaint through the channels like Department of Labor Protection and Welfare and the Gender Equality Promotion Committee. So Thailand also hosts a significant population for foreign workers, with female comprising 43.7%, amounting to the over 1 million of women of foreign workers. So these women are employed across major sectors such as for construction, manufacturing, agriculture, and domestic work. So working support for women in Thailand, including the practical facility like lactation room, resting area, and on-site childcare facility, aim to accommodate their needs. So specific restrictions apply to pregnant women workers. These individuals are prohibited from working night shift for performing overtime, and they are barred from engaging in certain type of hazardous work. Furthermore, a maternity leave policy is in effect, where providing 98 days off, which include both paid and unpaid portion. So importantly, this maternity leave benefit is extended equality to migrant workers, highlighting an exclusive aspect of Thailand labor framework for women. And today I'm going to talk about the working hour and entitlement leave in Thailand. So let's begin with the standard working hour in Thailand. Is they allow the employee allowed to work a maximum of 8 hours per day or 48 hours per week. So 1 hour of break will be given after the 5 consecutive hours of work. That means it's a 5 hours of work. So in terms of the rest day, workers are entitled to at least 1 day off per week, and Sunday is a commonly observed as the rest day. So moving to the overtime regulation. So overtime is generally voluntary unless it is emergency. So the overtime pay rate is 1.5 times than regular wage. So and if the overtime is fall in the public holiday or rest day, the rate increases to double. So it is important that the overtime must follow the legal limit or can be done continuously. So move to the leave entitlement. Employees are entitled to at least 6 days of paid annual leave after completing 1 year of service. So there are other type of leave available in the Thailand. For example, employees are given at least 13 paid public holiday each year, including a national and religious holiday. So they also given the next one is they also given the sick leave for the worker, where end up of 30 days per year must be paid. So and the third one is personal leave, where with the at least 3 paid leave provided each year. And the fourth one is maternity leave, where they are entitled to 98 days of maternity leave in Thailand. So lastly is the worker who are under 18 years old can receive up to 30 paid leave day per year for training or educational purpose. So Thailand labor law ensure that their fair working hour and sufficient leave entitlement to support employees.
I'm going to explain about the termination benefits. In Thailand, when an employee is let go without a valid reason, they are generally entitled to severance pay, which depends on how long they have worked with the company. Besides that, they should also receive any unpaid wages or leave they are owed. However, if the dismissal is due to serious misconduct, the employee is not required to pay severance. If an employee believes they were dismissed unfairly, they can take their case to the labor court, which has the power to either award compensation or order the employee to be reinstated. For foreign workers in Thailand, a proper visa and work permit are required to be legally employed, and the employer is responsible for handling the application process and meeting certain conditions. Most of these workers come from neighboring countries such as Myanmar, Cambodia, and Laos, and their employment is managed through official agreements. Migrant workers are mostly found in labor-intensive sectors like construction and farming, and they must strictly follow the terms of their permit. If they perform tasks not listed in the permit, they could face serious consequences. Burmese nationals make up the largest group with more than 1.7 million registered in 2023, although the real number is likely much higher due to undocumented workers. Retirement age in Thailand is 60 for both private sector employees and civil servants. In the private sector, although there is no law enforcing mandatory retirement, the Labour Protection Act has been updated to recognize 60 as the standard retirement age, allowing workers to receive severance pay when they are retired. In the government sector, civil servants may also retire at 60, but the retirement age can be extended in certain cases based on their department needs and the individual's performance or health. This policy helps the country to address the challenges of an aging population and allows experienced workers to continue contributing. Thailand also has a strong legal protection for children and young workers. Children under the age of 15 are generally not allowed to work, and those between 15 and 18 can only be employed under specific and safe conditions. The law prohibits young workers from doing dangerous jobs such as those involving harmful chemicals, heavy machines, or work in extreme conditions. In agriculture, children over 13 are allowed to work during school breaks with parental consent, provided the work is not harmful. On a global level, Thailand has ratified international labor conventions, including those that set minimum working age and ban the worst forms of child labor. However, there are still concerns about children working in informal jobs like farming and domestic work, where legal protection are harder to enforce.
Now, I will start with Social Security law. First is Employee Welfare Fund. Thailand will launch the Employee Welfare Fund in October 2025. It applies to private companies with 10 or more employees unless they already have a provident fund. Both employer and employee will contribute 0.25% of wages, increasing to 0.5% by 2030. The fund helps workers in retirement, resignation, or layoff. No compliance can lead to fines or imprisonment. Next is Marriage Equality Act. From January 2025, Thailand Marriage Equality Act gives same-sex couple full legal right. They now receive equal social security benefits such as pension, health insurance, and adoption right. They also get equal tax deduction and sponsor allowance. It's a major step toward equality under the law. Now, I move to others employment laws and policy. First, remote work law. In April 2023, Thailand officially recognized remote work under the law. Employees and employees must agree in writing on work hours, responsibility, equipment, and expenses. The law also protects the right to disconnect, meaning employees don't have to respond to work message after hours. Remote workers must receive equal pay and benefit as office staff. And lastly, HR inclusivity requirement. Starting January 2025, employers must treat all employees equally, regardless of marital status or sexual orientation. This includes spousal medical benefit, marriage leave, and family support. HR staff must also be trained to prevent discrimination. Non-compliance could lead to legal issues and reputational damage. Move to our final part, comparative policy between Thailand and Malaysia. Thailand and Malaysia share several key features in the labor system. Both use national labor law to protect worker rights, including wages and working conditions. They have tripartite system where the government, employers, and union work together to shape labor policy. Trade unions are legal in both countries, and workers can bargain collectively. They also restrict child labor, allowing only for those over 15 with hours limit for youth. Both provide social security system and have started to support remote work and the right to disconnect through in different way. There are also some key differences. Thailand follows civil law, while Malaysia uses common law with Sharia system for some workers. Thai unions are more active, while Malaysia has stricter union rule. Thailand manages migrant labor with MOUs and service center, while Malaysia uses online system and private agency. Thailand has stronger gender equality law, while Malaysia is catching up with new reform. Remote work is legally protected in Thailand, but in Malaysia, it's only policy-based. Lastly, retirement in Malaysia is set at 60, but Thailand allows more flexibility by sector. That's all from our group. Thank you.